my babies. Label hippies trying to sway me, pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet or real.
Welcome back to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. It's the Jets who have the football as we jump right back into the action in quarter number 3. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now Fields going to keep it running left. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. So on 4th down, on comes the Jets kicker, Cairo Santos. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead is down to 10 now at 16-6. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Taylor. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. In motion left is Wilson. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? But now executing once they saw. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And that is incomplete. The coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded at the 20. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now
to start the 4th quarter. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Here's Fields. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Samuel in motion. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now Fields. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Oh, no, he lost the football. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that foot. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for
Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call, and out comes a challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll
So the challenge there not successful, and now they'll be left with only 1 timeout. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Open man is Samuel, complete. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Back to throw. Fields. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Waddle, the motion man right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Running left, Achane. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Taylor. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. A give left side. Here's Achane.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A run straight ahead with Achane. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I'll give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return. They were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles, and that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right.